India and Africa have launched a new partnership of prosperity in the dynamic African continent. And here in our neighborhood of the Gulf region, our relationships are as old as time. The tides of Arabian seas have carried forth our timeless links of trade, culture, and religions. Presently, the Gulf region is our largest market, supplier of energy, and source of remittances. More than 8 million Indians living in the region are the 8 million vibrant threads of this partnership. But now our relationship is much more than that. Thanks to the extraordinary effort and attention by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the leadership of the region. It is an indispensable strategic and security partnership and a natural economic partnership of immense value to our nations and for our shared region. Your Highness and Excellencies, today we all live in a world of sweeping changes and multiple challenges that happen but rarely in history. We see global shifts in power. The center of gravity of the global economy is moving to Asia. The international order we are familiar with is changing. Freedom, opportunities, connectivity, health, education, and prosperity are more widespread than ever before. The time it takes nations to lift people out of poverty is getting shorter. Digital revolution has created unprecedented opportunities to empower people and transform our economies. We have affordable and accessible technologies that give us hope for a sustainable energy future. Yet, we also live on the edge of uncertainties. Tensions, turbulence, disputes, violence, dislocation, displacement are also at a high. Conflicts within and between societies are rising. We are also seeing the human and economic costs of climate change. And we are witnessing the terrible daily destruction in senseless terrorist violence. It is destroying lives, destabilizing regions, and putting the world at great peril. The reach of terror is growing. Its lethality is increasing, and the toll it is taking is rising. In the rich diversity of Southeast Asia, in West Asia and the Gulf, in North Africa and Sahel region, in Europe and North America, in Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and India, we see the terrible face of terror. Excellencies and Your Highness, terrorism and extremism bear different names and labels. It uses diverse causes, but in each case, it is driven by distortion of religion and a misguided belief in its power to succeed. The fight against terrorism is not a confrontation against any religion. It cannot be. Just as Islam literally means peace, none of the 99 names of Allah mean violence. Similarly, every region in the world stands for peace, compassion, and brotherhood. There is a verse in the Holy Quran which says, La ikra fi ad-din. Let there be no compulsion in religion. There is another surah, Al-Hujurat, which says, O mankind, we created you from a single pair of male and female, and made you into nations and tribes, so that you may know one another, not that you may despise one another. Similarly, the same message was given by the founder, Guru of Sikhism, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when he says, and I quote, Awwal Allah noor upaya, kudrat ke sab bande, ek noor te sab jag upjya, kaun pale ko mande. This means, first Allah created light. Then, by His creative power, He made all mortal beings. From that one light, the entire world came into being. So who is good and who is bad? Your Highness and Excellencies, India has always embraced and found it easy to embrace pluralism, since it is embedded in the oldest Sanskrit religious text, the Rig Veda, and I quote, Ekam sadvipra bahuda vadanti, which means, God is one, but learned men describe Him in many ways. Our great philosopher Swami Vivekananda said that this phrase from the Rig Veda has given the theme to all subsequent thoughts to India, and one that will be the theme of the whole world of religions. Your Highness and Excellencies, This is not a clash of civilizations or cultures, but a contest of ideas and ideals. As Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has often said, it is a struggle between the values of humanism and the forces of inhumanity. Your Highness and Excellencies, if we want to save the humanity, then we must tell the states who provide shelter and funding to the terrorists